Hi everybody. In the next few weeks we're going to be focusing more on writing. So in order to write good paragraphs and good essays, we need to be able to write good sentences. So we're going to start by thinking today, what is a sentence? What are the parts of a sentence? And how can I make sure that it's correct and complete? So what is a sentence? In English, a sentence has to have a subject and a verb. Sometimes you only need a subject and a verb. For example, Laura is eating. Subject, Laura. Verb, is eating. If I put a period there, that's a complete sentence. Sometimes you need more. So a subject and a verb and something else to make it a complete idea. For example, every Christmas, my daughter, subject, gives, verb, me a present. That would be a complete sentence. And these two are statements, so I put a period at the end, but I could use an exclamation or a question mark. Okay, so what is a subject? A sentence has to have a subject and a verb, but what is a subject? The subject is the person or thing that does the action, if you have an action verb, or it's what the sentence is about. The subject comes before the verb in English, and it's at the beginning of the sentence, or near the beginning of the sentence. It can be a noun, or more than one noun. It can be a pronoun, or more than one pronoun, or it can be a noun and a pronoun together. So let's take a look at those. Subjects. Subject pronouns. I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Okay, these are the subject pronouns. You know these pronouns. These are the pronouns that are used in place of a subject at the beginning of a sentence. Now we can also use a noun as the subject of our sentence, and there's two kinds of nouns, proper nouns and common nouns. So what do you notice about the proper nouns? Laura, Mr. Anderson, Grand Rapids, and Costco. Well, they all have capital letters, right? So proper nouns have capital letters, and they are specific people, like Laura and Mr. Anderson, or specific places, like Grand Rapids, or Michigan, or the United States, or they're specific things like companies and products, like Costco and Kleenex, and McDonald's, and Rice Krispies. Okay, common nouns would be things that are more general. They're not specific names. So book, penguins, car, cat, cup, seat, table, house. All of those things are common nouns. So in my subject, I can use a pronoun, a proper noun, or a common noun, or any combination. I can put them together. Let's look at some example sentences. Okay, I'd like you to find the subjects in these sentences. So pause the video, find the subject, and decide, is it a noun or a pronoun? Okay, Laura is tired but happy. What's my subject? Laura. Noun or pronoun? Noun. Specific. Is it a specific proper noun or a common noun? Yeah, it's specific. It's a proper noun. She gets a capital letter. Okay, number 2, her daughters are sleeping. What's the subject? Daughters. Noun or pronoun? Noun. It's a thing, right? Or a person. Okay. Common or proper? Common. No capital letter. Not specific. Okay, number 3. They have had a busy day. What's my subject? They. Noun or pronoun? Pronoun. Okay, number 4. Laura and her husband can relax now. Who can relax now? Laura and her husband. So Laura and husband are the two subjects here. They work together. We call them compound subjects. There's 2 of them. Laura is a proper noun. Husband is a common noun. And is the conjunction that joins them together. And her is a possessive pronoun that describes husband. Whose husband? Her husband. Okay, so Laura and husband are the 2 subjects. Okay, number 5 is a question, which is also a sentence. But with a question with the verb to be, we switch the words around, so it's a little tricky. So I can reread this sentence as a statement. Instead of is dinner ready, I can say dinner is ready. That will help me. So what is my subject? Dinner. Dinner is ready. So dinner is a noun or a pronoun? Noun. Common noun. Okay, it will be delicious. Notice I have an exclamation there. It will be delicious. What will be delicious? It. Noun or pronoun? Pronoun. So the pronoun it is the subject of that sentence. Okay, the potatoes are golden and crispy. What's my subject? Potatoes. What will be golden and crispy? The potatoes. So potatoes is a noun, a common noun. And then the last one, I have Laura and Mark will have a quiet meal together. Who will have a quiet meal together? Laura and Mark. So Laura and Mark are nouns or pronouns? Nouns, both proper nouns. All right, let's take a look at verbs. So verbs come in two categories. We can have action verbs like go, or I am writing, or he is sleeping, or she walked yesterday, or they have eaten already. And remember, verbs change, right? We can add different endings like ing and ed. We can use have and has with them as well. Okay, so these are action verbs. And then I have non-action verbs like the verb to be. Am, is, are, was, were, will be. Okay, and then I can have other verbs that we use to describe things. She looks tired. He seems happy. This weighs a lot. So these aren't really actions. They're words that we can use to describe things. Okay, so let's go back to our sentences and see if we can find the verbs. So pause the video and see if you can find the verb. All right, here we go. So Laura is, the verb to be, is what? She is tired but happy. So tired and happy are adjectives describing Laura, but is the verb. So I have a subject, Laura, I have a verb, and I have a complete idea. Number 2, we know daughters is the subject. What are they doing? What's the verb? They are sleeping. So remember, the verb to be with ing is the present progressive, something that is happening right now. Right now, her daughters are sleeping. So here I have subject and verb, which expresses a complete idea, and I have a period at the end. Okay, number 3, they is my subject. Have had is my verb. This is the present perfect. They have had what? A busy day. So busy day is my object. That completes the idea, and I have an exclamation. Okay, Laura and her husband, I know that's my subject, can relax. Can relax is my verb. It's the verb can. It's a modal verb, which requires another verb after it. They can, they're able to relax when? Now. So now is extra information. It's an adverb. And this is a complete sentence and has a period at the end. Okay, is dinner ready? My verb is, and then ready. Is it what? Ready completes the idea. Is dinner ready? And I have a question mark at the end. That's my end punctuation because it's a question. Okay, it was my subject. Will be is my verb, the future tense of be. It will be what? It will be delicious. So delicious is an adjective describing the dinner. Okay, and so that completes the idea, and I have an exclamation. The potatoes is my subject. Are is my verb. Are what? Golden and crispy. Golden and crispy describe the potatoes. They're adjectives, and they complete the idea. And I have a period at the end. And then Laura and Mark will have is my verb. So this is the future. They will have what? A quiet meal together. A quiet meal together completes the idea, and I have a period at the end. Ooh, good job, everybody. Okay, so here's one more activity. I want you to pause the video and decide which of these sentences are complete and correct. All right, here's your answers. The goldfish are eating. subject, goldfish, are eating, verb. Okay, period at the end. Complete sentence. I, subject, gave, that's my verb. I gave Emilio, ooh, is that a complete sentence? No, I gave Emilio, what did I give Emilio? It's not a complete idea, right? I need something else. I gave Emilio a hug, a present, a gift. So that one's not correct. Number 3, Maria is laughing. Subject, verb. What is Maria doing? She's laughing. Complete. Number 4, walks into class late. Who walks into class late? We're missing a subject. We could say he walks into class late. She, excuse me, she walks into class late. The student walks into class late. We need to add a subject there. Okay, number 5, Mrs. Roseboom, subject, has, verb, has what? It's not complete. We don't know what she has. Okay, so not number 5. Number 6, we, subject, are learning, verb, every day. Every day describes our learning, describes when. Okay, so this is a complete sentence. Number 7, the 2 students in the back row, that's just a subject. The 2 students in the back row, what are they doing? We don't know. We don't have a verb. So that one's not correct. Now number 8 is tricky. Help me. That's actually a complete sentence with an exclamation. When you give someone an order, tell them to do something, that is a complete sentence. So if the subject is you, but we don't say it. We say, help me, come here, sit down. Those are all complete sentences. Good job, everybody. All right, text me the word kangaroo to prove you watched the video. Awesome job, everybody.